Today, I am going to be doing a walkthrough analysis of Hunt Down the Freeman. Hunt Down the Freeman is a game that you can purchase on Steam that is based around the story of Half-Life. It's basically a Half-Life 2 mod, and it costs $25, although I purchased it for £16 because it was on a 15% discount. And basically I'm going to be playing through it. I'm going to be analysing the gameplay, which is what I usually do on my channel. So what I usually do is I play source mods and I'll talk through the gameplay, and I always play it in hope that the person who made the mod is watching and I can give them feedback and make suggestions. You know, I'm not a professional, but I can at least give my opinion and say what's good and what isn't. So this is what I'm going to be doing with Hunt Down the Freeman. Obviously it could be a bit longer than some of the average mods that I play, but you know, I'm not going to be talking about any of the accusations or anything like that. If you want to go and look, you know, discuss that, you can go elsewhere, but I'm going to be focusing on the gameplay and also the story, as you know, I did purchase this for quite a lot of money, so I am expecting quite a high quality game for the money I paid, although from what I hear it's not going to be that great. But I will play through and see how it is. So this is my first time playing through it. So basically space pauses the cutscene. Not that we'd want to, we'll just watch them through, and if I want to talk about stuff I will. But just to, you know, I'll talk over this and just mention some of the stuff that was on the store page. It said it has 14 hours of gameplay. I'm not sure if it does, but you know, that's a really long time for something like this. It also says the minimum requirement for hard drive space was 60 gigabytes. Now obviously we did have one delay. One of the delays they took it down to 50, allegedly. But when I downloaded it, it was about 24 gigabytes roughly. And that was after they fixed the cutscene issue, because they did somehow not put the cutscenes into the final release build, which still baffles me, but I'll probably go on about that in another video. Maybe. But this is kind of setting the scene for the game. Obviously, we're playing as, I believe it's the Sergeant Mitchell. And obviously we'll learn more about the story as we go along, hopefully. But you can kind of see that we're in Black Mesa. It makes it very clear where the starting point of this game is. Or mod. I'll call it a game, but, you know, feel free to discuss whether or not it is classed as a game. I'll keep calling it a game or a mod. I'll switch between. So there's Berkan, who is the lead director. So I did actually watch that cutscene before and get to this bit to just to test to make sure it ran fine, and I've got it to a stage where the level of detail is at a good level where it doesn't look terrible, but it still runs well on my machine because I'm not like, you know, I don't really have a very good system, especially when recording. I thought yeah, you've kind of got to pick up and it's actually quite easy to miss, but I basically just got to this part here when I tested it before. So we're kind of on medium for most things. We're on high for some details, but yeah, it doesn't look very good. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but again, it's not about it looking good on my video. I'm mainly talking about the gameplay, which is the most important thing in my eyes, and it's something you should be striving for good gameplay. Gameplay over story is what tends to be the general rule and what people enjoy most. I mean, good stories are enjoyable when done correctly, but story shouldn't be sacrificed. No, it shouldn't detract from the gameplay. I can see the G-Man. I did want to zoom in on him. I guess we could try and scope him in.
Level 5 containment now in effect. Level 5.
So yeah, I'm not actually sure who made each of these individual maps. So when I said earlier that I want to give feedback, I guess I will be giving feedback mainly to the mappers, because I don't think the lead designer had very much to do with actually making these maps. But so far it's just breaking us in. I'll just forget about most of these head crabs, because all they are is just an annoyance. I'm going to keep wanting to zoom in, because that's you can go pro, and this game has a lot more features. Like you can go from side to side. Incidentally, I don't think I've got that bound to anything at the moment, but it does do very well at giving the vibe of Black Mesa. It feels like, or it more or less feels like you're in Black Mesa. At least you can tell you're in Black Mesa. This is where the story begins. Obviously, more will transpire as time goes on. Right. Alright, I can hear, I think they're Vortigaunts. At least that's what they sound like. I'm just going to have a look up here, because it looks like... No, there's nothing up here. It's literally just for show. I don't know what the issue with these models are. They probably just need info lighting. That often fixes that kind of issue. I'm kind of getting a questionable ethics vibe of this. Not obviously with the environment, but it reminds me of the chapter in Half-Life when you're like, you find that all these aliens have been locked up and mistreated, and you can fire lasers at them and whatnot. So again, I've no idea if I'm going in the right direction. I've never played this, as I said before. Allegedly you can't smash through that glass, but it looks like you can. It's the sort of glass texture you would use for, glass that you could, like this stuff here. You can break through this glass. It's clear that you can break through it, but there's the kind of checkered glass, I guess you'd call it, that you would use for... Okay, that's not very obvious. Like, I didn't even know that was a door. I mean, that light isn't exactly... Oh, still going prone. I keep wanting to zoom in. That light's not exactly... doesn't exactly draw the player's attention, so what a better solution would be is to have an event happening over here, having a scientist dying, having aliens squabbling, or something like that, just to draw the player's attention, because otherwise I was going to go way back to start. But I figured that definitely wasn't the solution. I mean, this could be nitpicking, but for a $25 release, these maps are quite bare and sparse. And again, it's nitpicking, and it is a big game, with a lot in it, but surely more could be done to Like, this area is completely bare, and you see, the thing is, argument that's usually brought up is, oh, but in real life, this happens, or in real life it looks like this, and right enough, in real life, things do look very bland sometimes, but in terms of a gameplay perspective, you don't want to be... What is going on here? What's the... Did you see that floor? It looked, well, broken. But yeah, you know, you shouldn't be trying to stick to real life arguments. Try and make your, you know, environments believable, but not realistic in terms of everything has to be exactly as it would be. Okay, so I guess this is the part where we get beaten up by Gordon Freeman.
Whatever it takes, whoever it takes, however long it takes before I die, I will fucking kill you.
Okay, that's not very believable. In the confines of the game, that is. I know it's not believable in real life. As I've just been making that argument, it's not... It should be like real life, but... He literally just stopped and he starts saying, I will kill you. It's like, really? It would have been better if he'd beaten him up but not quite killed him. He was like on the verge of death, and then you saw Gordon Freeman walking away. And then you... I guess you would be like, you'd say that line or something, but not when he's just like looking over you.
Sergeant Mitchell in the flesh. Or rather, his remains.
I saw this in the trailer.
I do have to admit, I'm impressed that you made it back alive from Black Mesa, even if it wasn't our intention to begin with. Yet you're still here. You should have just died there, but here you are. You've proven yourself a man of rare conviction. But even this does not impress me as much as the words you speak. Whatever it takes, whoever it takes, however long it takes, before I die, I will kill you. Is that right? Well, you see, Mr. Mitchell, we cannot let you kill Dr. Freeman yet. They authorize me to offer you a deal. You will be rewarded with authority, power, and time. The only payment we ask when the time comes. Keep your promise, Mr. Mitchell.
Okay.
In
I think
the meantime, this is where
this-
I get off.
This encounter with the G-Man
I'm losing too much blood.
should have
Patch myself
taken place after a longer period of time. You almost feel like you had to earn that cutscene or that encounter with G-Man, because he was talking, he's like, you can't kill him yet, you can't kill him yet. Surely Mitchell should have been actually trying to achieve his goal of killing Gordon Freeman, and then G-Man should have stepped in. This is just all speculation. It's just what I think initially, but I can almost guarantee you that it'll be correct. This is weird.
Hey, wait! I need that med kit, buddy.
Are we supposed to chase him?
I need that. Come back here.
Wait, why was the medkit in the middle of the corridor?
Bring that
I've
back.
seen that fountain before. I think it's from CSGO. Not that I'm accusing anything. As I said, I'm not going to go into that stuff. It doesn't really feel like a $25 game.
You better give that to me before it does get personal.
It almost, you know, seems that it's just silly how there was like a med kit there. He goes and picks it up. It's like, I need that med kit. Well, great. So I guess we... Oh. Oh. So, I'll talk a bit about barnacles if they ever come up again, which I can almost guarantee they will. But there's a specific purpose they can serve to make your maps much better. Alright, just saved it. Incidentally, I couldn't actually bind any key to save, which is usually very handy. I know people don't like it, and you know, the quick save addict and all that. But just in case I die. Now I'm just wondering what's going on here. And why there's so many enemies. I mean, it all seems very uniform, if you know what I mean. You walk in and they're all just standing there. It's like they're waiting for you. They're not moving about. You know, I'm sure if there was a crab, he'd be like running about like that. Or something like that. But they wouldn't just be standing there waiting for you to enter the room. So what I'd say is, yeah, have them walking about. Have them doing stupid stuff. Don't just have them standing there, these guys. And to be fair, I don't think we need that many. I mean, I guess they're trying to prove the point that there's a lot of them. But we can get that, you know, that guy was looking at the vending machine. We can get that kind of feel just by, you know, one or two of them. Not sure about this. This is pretty badly designed with, you know, because I don't have a weapon. If you're going to make a section where a player's got to run past enemies without killing them, you've got to make sure the path is completely clear to run, and it's not, you know, the player can't get caught on anything, the player can't get snagged on anything. I'm pretty sure these crates are also from CSGO. Okay, so this is the part where I may have to cut this out because I want to see if they just like kill themselves. But there's not very much explanation on what to do. Because I can't follow them through because then they'll obviously get me. They're basically blocking the door. I think you'd be able to go through here. Oh, you can! Ah, I forgot about the Z mechanic. Right. Wait, can you crawl onto there? Right. Okay. So that was my mistake, but there should have been almost a better tutorial. Even like at the very, very beginning. Make it so it's very clear that the player has to crouch. Like, make it, or go prone, make it, like, super clear. Because that seemed too far into the game to try and get that mindset into the player. Okay, there's nothing there. Yeah, there are a lot of textures and models from CSGO, which is cool. Again, I'm not saying anything about them being stolen. I know that'll just not help anything at the moment. Is that a zombie? Is that like a literal zombie? Like a real zombie? Okay.
Get down!
What on earth?
You alright? I'm fine, thanks.
An HECU? What are Special Forces doing here?
I was about to ask the same question. National Guards?
Anyways, are you alone? Is there anyone else with you?
Negative. It's just me. What the hell is going on out there?
There is no easy way to put it, but as far as we know, we're under an alien invasion. Those things are targeting mainly military bases. It's been just 2 hours. First one big portal appeared, then 10, then 100. The best thing is to get the hell away from them.
What about the army?
There's no more army. No more military. We're the only ones left. Listen to me. We are gathering on the metro station on Brandon Street. If you can make it there, find Colonel Q. Tell him Nick sent you. Take this radio and map with the station marked on it. Use it. Good luck to you.
Mitchell.
Godspeed, Mitchell. Hey, Mitchell. Welcome to Albuquerque.
The one thing that annoyed me about that scene was the fact they shook hands with the left hand, which is often seen as an offence in many places. Nah, I'm joking. The thing that got me about that, I'll just quickly explain it. When I was running down the corridor, and this is tiny nitpick, but it was like the game just got yanked out of my hands and it had to go and play that cutscene when that could have easily have just been a scripted sequence within the game, and it would have been much better, or it would have been just as good if I could still control it and look about instead of it playing out like it did. It just makes the player feel cheated if you're skipping to a cutscene immediately as they're running down. I am not a big fan of that at all. Okay, so let's carry on going. So there's a lot to see here. There's helicopters flying overhead, there's buildings that have been wrecked. We know for a fact this is the 7-hour war. I'm just wondering what these things are. I guess we'll find out. So we'll carry on going. We've got the knife back again. Is it a different knife? It might be the same knife. I don't know. Now do we have to... Nope, we don't have to prone it under there. Or maybe we just have to like... There we go. Nope. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be thrown into a combat scenario. There are, I'm presuming there are friends anyway, or on our... Okay, so we crashed. I don't know why. I don't really want to go into that area again in case we crash again, because it does take a while to, you know, get things back up and running. What are these things? So do I not get his weapon? Okay, I might have to go into this area. Get ready for another crash. So yeah, we're in a combat scenario.
Sons of bitches! Die,
Are you kidding me? But you can clearly walk through there. I wouldn't mind, like, the barriers are all... Oh. Yeah, the barriers are alright. They're just acceptable for keeping the player not in that zone, but it's very clear you can walk through there. So a simple solution would just be make sure that these police gates line the whole way. Do we just keep fighting? Because you can't get over there easily. We are experiencing a lot of lag. Oh. I wonder if we could change the zoom sensitivity, because this sensitivity is really high. These guns are really annoying to use, at least this one is. You see, the thing is, I don't want this to go on forever. I don't want to keep fighting it when we can easily be going somewhere else. Because it was set up very much like a combat scenario, but... like, we were actually going to... do something when we finished fighting, if you know what I mean. Oh, what? Node graph out of date. I'm pretty sure that's something that I did when I like never used Hammer Editor before. Ooh. So the enemies are all alright in that they do stand back. They don't like run straight up to you. But these guys are quite tough. And then they somehow do that. I don't know why. I think it's because they don't want you to get their guns, which is... it's acceptable. I mean, it's... maybe not the best solution. I can't actually think of a better solution, so...
Mitchell,
at the moment, that's fine.
We just left the hospital, but the streets are either fucked or swarming with those aliens. We'll have to find another way to Brandon Street. And we'll have to find one quickly if we want to get out of this city. Go ahead, Mitch. I got this covered. The hell? There's someone on the channel. I will be watching. What the hell was that?
Oh, didn't mean to do that. That was an unauthorized discharge. So we don't really need to kill these zombies. They're pretty... well, they're not much of a threat, especially in this open area. Right. I don't know what's going on. I think that could just be the effects, but it's probably needs to be toned down quite a bit. So now we're looking for a way through. Wait, why is it shaking? That's what I want to know. I think it could have been an earthquake. I'd say tone down that earthquake as well, It's good for a bit, but not in during like quite a fairly big combat encounter. Part of me just wants to run through these guys and hope I survive. It looks like there's a sniper up there as well. Oh. Actually, there we go. I've saved it, and now I'm going to make a mad dash for it. Oh, there's always that one... Oh no, he's still there. Okay, so I know that's not how you're properly supposed to play that, but I had no idea how else to get around them. So, yeah, there we go. We've got some health. We've now got a shotgun, which was just given to us by someone trying to enter. Okay, I don't know what that was. It could have been the time in the 7-hour war. I think it was free something, although it took me a while to comprehend what was going on. Again, I could have my detailing up a bit. This place doesn't look very believable. Or it does look very amateurish. Which is, you know, I'm only saying that because this did cost money. It cost $25. Okay, so we've been introduced to fast zombies at this point as well. And we've got a nice open area as well for us to basically fight them. Again, what's with all the zombies? Like, fighting zombies can be done in certain scenarios. You can pace zombie combat throughout quite a large mod, but it's not exciting, it's not thrilling unless you've got like a really enclosed situation with the slow zombies. And with the fast zombies, you need a very open area. But having this amount of zombies, it's not fun at all. It doesn't require much skill either. With this many, like, the more zombies does not equate to more difficulty, as some people believe. You see, it's now just a... It's more just randomly shoot anywhere in front of me, hoping that I get one. Oh, hang on, reload this. How do I use my alt fire? What is that? Hang on, 2 seconds. Alright, so that's toggling it basically. Alright, that's that over. That was one of the worst experiences. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't one of the worst, but it was certainly not a good one now. Are we actually moving? I thought there was going to be a sound. As, you know, you'd expect. What is going on here with the lighting? Okay, this lighting definitely needs to be tidied up. This is the kind of lighting I'd expect from someone who, it's their first map, which is absolutely fine to, have a first map. We've all been there, at least every mapper's been there, but not for a game that costs $25. And I'm going to continue hitting that home, because if you release a free mod, that's fine, I'm not bound to, I'm not paying any money, I'm just using my time. Yeah, I can get angry with it, but I'm not going to be angry that I spent money on it. But with this, I did spend money, and again, what I would do here is with the glass that you can't shoot, I'd make it checkered, or, that kind of very strong glass texture, so then you could clearly tell. Now, where do we go? I cannot see a thing. You see, the thing is, I don't think there's going to be any way for me to turn the brightness up. So I don't... This is unlike anything I've seen. I'm not saying that just because it's Hunt Down the Freeman. Like, a lot of the Run, Think, Shoot, Live vills that I play, the majority of maps do not have anything like this in it, as in they're much... Okay, there we go. Matte Fulbright one, because there is absolutely no way I am playing that. So this is where we were, basically. This is where we were... Get out of here. Get out of here. Like... Oh, sorry, I'm going to try and make this not turn into a rant. I'm going to try and stick to my analysis, but it's not going too well at the moment. It's not a very good area to have fast zombies in. I'm just saying, it's a linear corridor. Ravenholm was where they got Oh my goodness me. Anyway, yeah. Ravenholm was where they got introduced, and that was good with the rooftops, and they could track you down, and it was quite open. Some of the Ravenholm maps were very open. So that's the kind of environment you want to use them. Where's my crosshair gone? Oh, it's there, but it's very... That's not a very good crosshair colour, basically. I don't know if you can change it. I won't bother, just power through. So this is what it looks like without Matte Fulbright on, which is not good. Just a tip for any new mapper out there: if you're going to release anything, do make sure it works on all settings with all, just everything works. And also don't hype up. That's something else we can learn from this. And don't, announce a release date. I'm just talking about this stuff because at the moment all we're doing is walking down a massive corridor with side rooms, which it's good to have side rooms. I'm absolutely for side rooms. I'm an advocate of them, but not in this style where every single room is pretty much boring. There's nothing to learn. They're all pretty much, well, not very well made at all. Look, it looks fairly bland. And it's tedious just having to open up or try every single door. And this is where we were. We're now at the end. So we can now turn off it and actually see the game as it was meant to be played. It does, like... That texture's just too bland. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You, like... Keep calm, Dolmo. Keep calm. But this isn't a good thing to do. I don't know who made this map, but if you're watching, you really need to not just put invisible walls there. they're not fair, if you know what I mean. In terms of gameplay, the player expects to be able to go where they can see where they can go. So yeah, doors are fine, fences are fine, rubble and debris and desks piled up are fine. Invisible player clips or just clip brushes are not fine. So what you need to do here is you just need this bit to be just a door. Just put a door similar to that door over there where you can see through it. You can see down the stairs, but you can't obviously open the door. The door's locked. That's how it should be done, and especially in a game like this that, you know, of this caliber that got sold for quite a lot of money. It's not very user-friendly. I know you can like crouch and stuff and go prone, but it's too cluttered to go through here. Okay, I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem to be. There doesn't seem to be a torch or a flashlight or a. Or what do you call it? You know, the night vision stuff. Anything to see in the dark. There's nothing, because I get in trouble a lot by the people who watch my videos for not turning on the flashlight. If you're getting mad at the moment, I literally have no flashlight. I do realise some of you have probably thought that already. Like, how am I supposed to see in here? Like, looks like it's Matt Fulbright again. I'm just going to keep toggling it when I need to, because it's getting ridiculous. And I'm at the stage where I'm getting mad. Usually this takes ages to happen, or you know, it takes some really bad design to make me get really mad. Does it really have to make that noise? I don't know. That was one of these situations where it kind of yanked the game out my hands. It kind of just, you know, there was no warning it was coming.
You're that sniper, huh? Black Ops?
And you must be Mitchell?
And you must be the one on the radio.
I heard that you guys have a plan about getting out of the city.
Maybe.
I want in.
Why?
Is that Kylo Ren?
Hey, let's make a deal.
I'm listening.
Good. First, let's lower the guns, okay?
That's who it reminds me of, Kylo Ren, or Adam Driver,
I
who
can get you to
played
Brandon Street
Kylo
with
Ren.
shortcuts and give you sniper support. But I want in. I'm getting the hell out of this city. Alive.
A bit more animated than Kylo Ren, I have to say.
When we're out, I'll go my own way. Until then, I'm the only friend you got.
But only just.
So tell me, Mr. Black Ops, why should I trust you? You guys fucked us over at Black Mesa.
Adam.
What?
My name, it's Adam.
Oh, it is Adam.
Orders. They sent us
Right, it's Adam Driver.
You guys failed to do.
You killed your own people.
Didn't you? By the time we got there, you guys already killed more than half the Black Mesa staff.
That was different.
How? Face it, Mitchell. I did nothing different than you.
At least I didn't backstab my own brothers in arms.
I already told you it was an order. You ever disobey orders? Now I got a question for you, Mitch. How the hell did you make it alive from Black Mesa?
I found my way back. How did you get out, Adam?
Well, I guess I found my way back. So, Mitch, we got a deal or what?
Well, looks like you're in.
Alright then, let's get the hell out of this goddamn city.
Everything just seems so forced. Oh, here we go.
Adam. Are you sure this is a shortcut?
That's the fastest way to Brandon Street. Trust me.
Smells like shit.
So what is this game? Sorry, what? Alright. I'm going to continue on. I don't know why it's just changed speed. Hopefully that'll change back. I don't know what the point... I've seen it done in other mods. People do it. It doesn't add at all to the experience. It just makes it feel pointless, or it just doesn't make it feel anything. So try and keep your effects to a minimum. Like, yes, they were used, and they are used in mods, but not like that, where it's just completely pointless, where the player looks back and thinks, well, what was the point in that? Like, why did I slow down? Oh, there we go. Trying to zoom in again. What is that? Is that like a fish? It's happening over there as well. It was like a fish or a salmon jumping out of the... You know, you see like the salmon ladders or whatever they are. Where they can like climb up the river. That's what it reminded me of. Right, let's go. Flashlight on. No, wait, it doesn't have a flashlight. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. So yeah, we got a good glimpse of this thing here. It made it very obvious that this thing existed. Oh, it's actually firing us, so I'm presuming we have to run away. Well, we can't exactly fight it. Wait, what's this? So it is night vision. How'd you take it off? Oh, that is not the best way of doing it, especially if you can't see anything. There needs to be some kind of hint that that's the same action to take it off. I'll explain more about that once we've got away from... Oh, there's a hunter. Once we've got away from everything. Okay. So where do we go? Or maybe we've actually got to fight for it. You see, in this scenario, this is not the best way hunters are used. It's not the optimal way that you can use hunters. Like, hunters are really good at being in an open area, charging at the player, giving the player cover as well. For instance, the houses in Half-Life 2 Episode 2, when you've got to send out a transmission to Dr. Magnuson, and that's when you meet these hunters. That's a good surrounding because it's got wide open spaces and also places the player can go to cower and relax. But here, the hunters seem to be used as turrets almost. I'm going to do this because it's probably much better. I mean, I don't play an awful lot of shooting games, like proper shooting games. I mean, obviously I do play the Half-Life games. I have in the past played Counter-Strike, Global Offensive and Source. No, we're out. This is painful. So, very rarely, I think this is the case, I could be wrong, so take this next statement with, are you kidding me? With a grain of salt, but I think that whole event where these things dropped was triggered when I killed the hunters. So you don't want to, or you want to be avoiding situations where events get triggered when you kill all of one type of enemy. Especially if you've got limited ammo. I mean, I know we've got like this and all that, but imagine if we hadn't, or we'd wasted all that ammo, then it would have been... Wait, we've seriously got to kill them all? I really hope not, because there has to be another way out of here. Like, head crabs are just annoying. They're not difficult. Come on, where's that shotgun of mine?
This is my chance to go.
Like, what was the point? What was the point in having all of the head crabs there? It would have been better, right? I've got a suggestion. If, yeah, maybe one of the hunters had been up the top shooting down at you, you kill him, and then more hunters get let loose into the area, and you had to fight one or two of them before the place got shelled, and that fence got shelled immediately, not the place got shelled, a million head crabs came out, you ran about like crazy for a bit, and then, you know, and then the thing got shelled. Yeah, then the gate got destroyed. Okay, here we go. What's that? The place, it still has issue with lighting, although I quite like the aesthetic of this house. Or just this area. But again, it's still got the graphical glitches in it. And again, we are lagging quite a bit. But yeah, we're maintaining. We usually maintain 60 FPS, but then, you know, looking over there, 60 FPS easily, above 60 FPS. If we look over here, however, we drop to like 20. It's crazy. Something you don't see. Like, what is this staircase? And this isn't my settings, by the way. This is literally... Oh. Okay, so this gun has no recoil. Where's my crosshair gone? You see, I'm not sure, again, this is one of these situations where I'm not sure if the player should be fighting and killing them all, or if the player should be running somewhere else. I'm going to actually head over there, I don't want to be fighting them, but I think what needs to happen is, it needs to be made more clear to the player what the aim is. If the aim in this area is to fight, make sure they know that they're supposed to fight. So, have one of the soldiers, because obviously, usually I say, well, it's quite hard to do voice acting and stuff, but obviously this mod isn't, you know, it doesn't shy away, so absolutely, what you should do is get one of these guys to say, we're going to need your help, stay with us to wipe out this batch of enemies, so then the player knows, right, we've got to, again, I'm not sure what's happening there, take them out, but, you know, otherwise don't make it look like the player can join the battle. Like, yeah, having the player run through the area is all fine and well, but even having the player run in an area where they can't quite reach the battle, you know, it's behind a fence, that's also something else you can do. I thought that was my real eyes there, something was going on with, like, my eyes, so I was kind of like blinking, I'm like, what's going on here? No, it's actually like some I don't actually know. Is it cube map issue? I've certainly never experienced this issue in Source. But then, let's be fair, it's Source, so... Okay, that's just strange. Again, I'm just going to remind you, $25 for this. Okay, that's getting annoying, but yeah. So, allegedly... Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, had a bit of a moment there. You know. I can't actually see what's firing at me. Well, I know it's a strider, but I can't actually see him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's not a very well placed tree. Question is, where do we go? Is it this way? Because if it is this way, it's not very clear. Hang on. Yeah, it's not very clear, and I'm not saying that every single way to go should be fully clear, but it's certainly not intuitive that it's this way. No, it doesn't seem like it is. Unless... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Right. Yeah, it's one of these situations where I'm not quite used to the mechanics, because they're not pacing the mechanic well, they're not teaching it very well, they're not continually doing it so that the player knows when they get to a certain point, they've got to crawl under. My suggestion would be dumb it down right to the maximum it could be dumbed down, and every time you reach a point where you've got to crawl under something, put you know how you get like the yellow and black hazard lines? Put that around the area, or like on the floor of the area, or somewhere, so every time the player sees that, they've got to crawl under it. Just to kind of help teach the mechanic. That was weird. What? Where'd it go? Did that thing just destroy the... Oh. Yeah. And that's one for the books. That's one for the Steam. Someone's probably already... So, it's unique how... Well, unique to an extent, how the Strider's being used more as a sniper. You know, you'd usually have a sniper guy, a combined sniper in this zone. Yeah, so as I said, I was going to tell you earlier that, you know, to take this off, it doesn't... Blah. Yeah, it doesn't, it's not very intuitive what you've got to do with it. You know, you put it on, you can now see nothing. There's nothing to tell you can take it off. There's nothing to tell you very much at all. Incidentally, that's not helping at all, so we'll just take that off. And we'll just go in here. I really can't be bothered to deal with that area. Oh, we've still got node graphs out of date. Again, something that shouldn't be happening in a full-priced game. Right, let's see if this makes a difference. Yeah, well, it actually does in this scenario. I think. Oh, look at that. So that's called a point of no return. It just stops the player going back. I don't know why you would need one there, but it also gives the player something to do. You know, they're turning the cog, they're lifting up the door. It just gives the player something to do. Let's see if we can deal with this. Nope. What? Oh no. So these things actually explode, right? Oh, there's other ones over there. Okay, we really need health at this point. Gee, this is like a really long... really large, wide open parking lot. Right, here we are. And we'll take that thing off because it is just so annoying. Useful, but sadly the annoying things are always the most useful things. Okay, so... I wonder if we have to... Ah, there's actually a vent, I just noticed. Back there. Where does that go? Come on. No, I don't want to... Oh, I just want to duck. Oh, don't tell me I have to do the whole prone thing. Yeah, sure I can prone it round this corner like that, yeah. Oh? There seems to be something... Oh, is it this... Why? Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. So, what was the point in coming out here? Or coming in here, rather? Like, literally, what was the point? My theory is that we'll be coming out that way again once we go down these... Oh, yeah, these stairs. But, to be fair, though, that's not a really good way of doing it. Okay, so it doesn't allow the player to just, you know, stack over that, which is good. Always make sure players can't reach parts of your map where you can't intend them. Like, I can... You know, that's acceptable to an extent where it's like that, but where it was before when it was like just blocking, you know, it's here and then you couldn't get back, that wasn't acceptable. Okay, so we're kind of piecing together a puzzle. We can see, again I want to zoom in, but it's not happening. We can see that we need to find the wire, the cable, the connector, and we need to plug it in. We're using the elevator to go and get the thing, the wire. At least this elevator has sound though. There he is. And of course we're just going to be able to open this. No, we're not. And run. I was thinking we could open that and run down. But no, we have to go all the way back down again. I think. Unless you could actually open that, in which case I'm sorry, but it wasn't obvious. Right. Oh, hello.
Good to see you, Mitch. It's fucking hell out there.
Really? Fucking zombies. As if aliens weren't enough.
Here, take my gun. Take good care of her, alright?
I guess you can't go through there. I was just trying. Oh gee, I'm quite low. Oh, not this again. Seriously, do not ever put this many zombies into your map. It's pointless. It's pointless and it's not fun. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. So wait, where did they go? Where did the zombies go? You can't just do that. You need to stay consistent. Oh gee, you can actually go into the toilets. Wow. I really don't want to start talking about cubicle stall doors, but they just look awful. They just look like the worst stall door. I remember I made the CS:GO map a long time ago called Adjourned. Incidentally, it's still there. I made one stall door and I was really pleased with it, but it's all basically the same colour and it looked ugly, but even that had a lot more charm than these. Can you crawl under them? No, you can't, but you can see under them anyway, so, you know, gotta be careful. So, wait, is that what these figs are? I thought they were collectibles. Ah, we've done all that. Of course, yeah, I've seen stuff like that before. Wait, how do I get up again? Oh yeah, like that.
Mitchell, don't move. They set up claymores. Looks like all of them are connected to each other. Maybe if you follow the cables, you can shoot down the main switch.
I want to go over here and see this. Hey dude, do you want to get a photo with the Did that just move? Wait, hang on. I'm sure that just moved. When I was going to take my photo. Maybe not. Maybe it was just me moving. There we are.
Get your ass back here.
Again, don't do this. These things sometimes have gates that you can close, but don't just put a clip brush stopping you. Okay, so he said something about cables, so he told us that. So we can't just shoot this barrel because then we'll die. Again, we've got to save it the slow way. Ah, yeah, I can see the cables now. And save. Okay. It's obviously this way. Right. I thought they were going to go off there. I guess I've got to like disable it here. No? Oh, he's just going to make it for himself. Cool, whatever. I'm going to find a way of, you know, binding something to quick save. Again, another stupid area to have a cutscene when you're walking down an escalator, but whatever.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! They're human. Well, well, look who we got here, boys. A Black Ops and a Marine. Hoorah. Let me introduce myself, son. I'm Colonel Q, but you can call me sir.
Colonel, I met some of your men, Nick and Brad, at the hospital. They said you have a plan to get out of the city?
That's right. We do have a plan. We'll run away.
Where can we run away? Those aliens are everywhere.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. This picture came from our contact, Captain Roosevelt. It was taken in California. They're in the air and on the ground.
Not on the sea.
Correct.
But there's no sea in New Mexico.
Well, that's why we're going to California. But first we need this goddamn train to move. Someone has got to get past those zombies, get in the control room, and activate the train. Any volunteers? That's real brave of you, Larry. Your country's proud of you.
Hello? Me? I did not volunteer, sir.
If your mother was alive, she'd be proud of you, son.
My mother is dead?
You might die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. Take Larry with you. Use your marine superpowers, son.
Yes, sir.
This, it felt awfully like a Bethesda quest where they're like, there's like 5 other or 10 other capable people, and you've got to be sent, obviously, because you're the player. Which always feels very forced, but hey ho. Gee, we're only on 16 health. Ah, there we go. I mean, at this point, it's just so boring. Just fighting zombie after zombie after zombie. And yeah, we did fight the other guys, whatever they were. But that still wasn't... It wasn't a very fun fight. It wasn't very focused. It didn't really encourage any thought. Or skill, or, you know... any of that. So what did you do? Or was it this thing? Yeah, I don't care.
Mitchell, I can't believe you made it.
Okay, let's go.
Larry, shut the fuck up for God's sake. Larry, goddammit.
I don't even know who that is. I can't even remember. Okay, so the game glitched out for some reason. Don't know why.
Larry, shut the fuck up for God's sake. Larry, goddammit.
I don't know what's going on. It just seems to be going black and that's it. Like, I don't know why.
For God's sake. Larry, goddammit.
Alright. Move out the way. I can't even hear what they're saying.
Stop. Stop it.
Like, I seriously do not know what is going on right about now. Like, this mission has just been the worst, because all it was run down a corridor, kill a few zombies, push this button, meet whoever this is. Like, I don't know. Who's saying that? What's going on? Okay, so that worked. I don't know why it just went black when you didn't kill all the zombies, but when you did, it was fine, like... Oh, it looks like we've got a big crew following, well, me. Because I'm the best, obviously.
Colonel, welcome to Station 8. Colonel, you need to see this. It's the President.
Where's the President? Is he here?
My fellow Americans, as your President and Commander-in-Chief, it is with a heavy heart that I'm informing you that we have made a strategic decision to surrender to the alien invaders known as the Combine. Right now, this is the best chance for our survival as Americans and as humans. This has been the hardest decision of my life, and I did not do so lightly. As Americans, and indeed as human citizens, we have never willingly surrendered to oppression. And this very idea is anathema to our core values and everything we hold dear. Yet, the fact and hard truth remains that we lost this battle for now. And believe me, we will live to fight another day. We shall return. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
I never voted for this guy.
I guess you don't understand the situation, my friend. We're all dead men walking.
Those things. The only thing we know for sure is those things are smarter than we thought. Think about it. First hour they come through the portals, but not just random locations. First those motherships targeted the military bases. So they cut all the firepower we had, and they released the grunts to the populated areas, cities. It's like they know the way we are. They know our weaknesses.
Those creatures can be many things, but they're not stupid.
Do you know something we don't, Black Ops?
Well, I guess I do.
Well, maybe you should open your mouth and start talking.
The aliens are coming. We've been compromised.
Spit it out, bro.
Oh, Colonel. We are so fucked.
Everybody take possession. Mitchell, you gotta get that door open in 15 minutes. Move, move, move!
Everybody take possession. Wow, that was quite the cutscene. I mean, it was pretty bad. Wasn't the worst cutscene I'd ever seen in any game.
Sir.
What, this door? He said you've got to get the door open in 15 minutes. So I've got to get it open. I don't care about wasting ammo.
Bless America.
Yeah, that's right. You bless America.
Hey, I got one.
Again, I want to point out the map and how bad it looks when I turn around and finish off this. Look, it's just completely bare. Yeah, I know there's like detailing, but it doesn't feel like a place. It feels more like a game. What? This almost certainly is not the same location. Like, that was one of the worst transitions I've ever seen since, like, Fast Detect. Oh well. Okay, I can hear a train going. I can hear the train doors going, but I can't actually see any train door. Can we get in there? Oh, there we go. This is one of these situations where I don't quite know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it's not making it clear what the objective is. Like, are these endless enemies? Because nothing is being made clear to the player. Oh, come on. Like... Right, I don't know what's going to happen now. So we can walk about, we can kind of see what our friends are doing. There's a kitchen here, but it looks pretty sparse. The carriages look slightly better, but still not, you know, great. The place does look very unprofessional. It's certainly not $25. I don't know why the music's playing. I mean, look at the landscape! There is no landscape! This is so unprofessionally made. I am considering just refunding this now. Like, right now, just ending this playthrough. But I want to see, you know, I want to see how it keeps going. I'm just going to randomly climb up onto the roof because, you know. What? Ah, we're the heavy. Wow, it is actually like quite like the heavy. What is that over there? There's like a line or something. Don't know. But, like, you can clearly see that there's nothing, absolutely nothing out there. I know maps which do like fog a lot, but it's clear in this situation that you can see far away enough that you're almost not passing anything at all. Like, there should be trees and stuff and all that kind of stuff on the side. And you could say, oh, that takes a lot of time. It better take a lot of time to make, make it that good and sell it for $25. Because if I was like making this map, I'd certainly detail it. There was a really good train ride on one of the maps that I played recently. It could have been Precursor, possibly. And it was one of these maps which was, it had kind of a short train ride, but it was really good. Slow, but really good. You could have easily have done something like that instead of just this, which is very clear that, you're not actually in a real location. And this is getting really tedious, just this, because there's no cover, right? There's no cover for the player, so make it so that the player actually has somewhere to hide, and also make while you're doing that, you're also making these things actually difficult. Because it seems like we're regenerating health. I don't know if that's been happening the full time. I've not actually been very perceptive of that. Like, do we keep fighting? Do we keep fighting? What do we do? Like, I can literally stand in the same position and take each one of these things out. I can hear them shouting something, but I'm not sure what it is. But this is probably like one of the most tedious parts of the game. Well, actually a lot of it's tedious. There's absolutely nothing good involved in this at all. Like, nothing. I don't even need to go and get health. Right, hopefully that'll be the last one. Nope, not the last one. Right, hopefully that's the last one. Nope, not the last one. Okay, I keep hearing people shout, so I'm gonna actually, like... Wait, what? I just looked and saw that all the carriages had gone. I had no idea that was even happening. Like, what was actually going on?
Welcome to Nevada, boys. Where's the rest of you?
Yeah, mate, no one cares.
They're dead. All of them. Combine got them.
Colonel Q?
Dead.
Shit. He was always a tough bastard.
Toughest son of a bitch I ever knew.
I'm Lieutenant Harvey, and these are my men. 5th Ranger Company.
Sergeant Mitchell. Adam, Nick.
Alright, Sergeant. We got 6 hours to make it to the beach. The roads to California will take a few hours, then we're gonna stop by the warehouse to get some supplies.
Great.
People too if we can.
Amazing.
We're expecting some heavy combat with Combine on the way. You guys take this one. One of you get up on the gun and follow us. Rangers, lead the way.
Great. Oh, we're controlling it. Oh my goodness me. Right. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna save it. Really? Can you see that? Sorry, I came off track to look at this fig. I got stuck. Okay, I regret going off the beaten track because that then crashed my game, and then the load wouldn't, you know, the save wouldn't load again. So I had to play through the whole shooty gunship on a train thing, which was not a very fun experience. Really? Just the one texture? Well, yeah, it just looks like one texture anyway. Oh, I'm not even going off the beaten track again. I can't imagine this map will be very big. Because look at how big it is, or at least it gives the impression of being fairly big. Again, you can see like where they've not been able to sew the displacements. It doesn't even, like, that's not even how road works. It doesn't just join onto a cliff like that. Well, at least not usually. No, it doesn't just blend. Maybe it does in some places. Maybe I'm just very uncultured. Yeah, that's right. Guess we gotta go and help them out. Whoa, he just almost ran me off the road. I wonder if we can... Oh. Why do I seem to be the only one doing something? Nah, we're not. There we are. Yeah, I'm not the only... Oh wait, yeah, because they don't even have guns or anything. I don't know what's happening with the wheels. Oh, there's some dead people. Boo hoo 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 hoo. Sorry, am I supposed to be doing an analysis here? Oh yeah, I am. I actually never stuck to my word. I said at the start I'd be doing this like any other mod. Well, that quickly went out the window. Really, it did. But it's because of the crash, kind of made me quite angry. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is real fun gameplay. Whee! This is so much fun. Oh. Okay, off onto this bridge. The bridge with one texture on it, literally. Okay, why did he just ram me there? What? Oh yeah, like that took that long. So we can literally get out and just walk. Oh, right. Yeah, sure, why not? That's terrible, you know, that's a thing, that I had to get in the car and all that gubbins. But then, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this whole section where we're in a car. It sounds cool, and in theory it's cool. It's just not fun. And then we've quickly changed, yeah, sure. We didn't even go through a tunnel. That's like the worst, one of the worst transitions I've ever seen. But then, that's what I'd expect from this. Okay, we're gonna fill up.
Does anyone copy? We're stuck in the factory. We need help ASAP.
You guys handle those. I'll go check the factory.
Yeah, this looks professional. The only thing they sell is beer here. Which, let's be fair, that's all you need. That's literally the only thing you need to have. It said we're stuck somewhere, but I didn't actually catch where. It's time to do a save again because I know something terrible is going. So is this like a pizza house? You can't even. Oh no. If there was actually like something actually driving me on to keep playing this, it'd be so much better. But there isn't anything. And you know, if you're new, you shouldn't really be using cards, which is this thing that close. It's like a 2D texture that, when placed far away, looks 3D, or at least gives the surrounding more depth. And that's one up there as well. But they should never be this close, or at least they should have a lot of trees in front of them. That's another thing. That, in fact, that's probably how they are. So it's not just. Is this someone's first map? Because that's like, if you gave this map to me, this is what I would think. if it wasn't like on a Steam game that I purchased. That just so happens to cost $25. Yeah, so where did these people say they were stuck? Back here? Guess they were placed there. And again, we've got an invisible clip here that shouldn't be... You know, just put a gate on it. Anything. So, at the moment, I am stuck. There's no... I heard them say something, but I wasn't entirely sure what they said. Is there anything in here to do? Doesn't look like it. Anything in here? Nope. Oh, you could literally walk around it. Oh. So you can actually drive your vehicle back. Yeah, I might do that. I'm not walking the whole way, but that's not very clear. It's not very obvious at all. We're backing up. Oh gee. That hasn't been placed very well at all. It should probably not be floating in the air. But you know. I don't really want to check along there because it looks like too far. Oh yeah, right, you couldn't crash through there. There we go. Here's a door we can go through. Oh no, we can't. Like, what is this place? Why is there like a square here and all that? And then there's like trees that very clearly are just cards. Oh, I think I'll get caught in something. Wait, what's... What is that? What? I can't seem to get up these stairs. But you can clearly walk up there, that's the thing. Like, seriously? No. Okay, maybe we need to drive our vehicle through there, although it's not very clear. It doesn't really define the path or where you've got to go for the vehicle, and that's something that's really important for the vehicle. I don't see the point in that zone. Like, as it stands, it doesn't have any purpose. Alright, so that just actually just leads around here. Yeah, very good. But then that means we can actually go around it, which again is pointless. Didn't make any sense at all to put it away back there before coming to the, you know, the zone. Wow, the handling on this thing is awful. Right, let's just get on track and then speed up. Put our foot on the gas. And shoot the very clearly not legitimate trees that don't look real for 1 second. Not even here. Wow, I didn't even know we had a pair of binoculars. That's something that you probably need to be, Wait. So there's literally just a brush here. Just stopping you. Alright, so you can go that way. But you can't open these doors. See, the thing with this whole zone, this whole map, is that there's nothing. There's no gameplay. There's no direction. There's nothing. Look, why couldn't we have just not walked through the doors ourselves instead of like it going black and then, you know, you do realise there are there are ways that you can make it look like it's loading.
Have you lost your fucking mind? Lower that thing. You're gonna blow us all up.
Jesus, man.
Jesus, man.
Calm down.
Don't fucking tell me to calm down. There's a gas leak that can blow half of us all the way to hell with a fucking match. Half the guys on the planet are stuck inside, and the other half became brain-fucked zombies because they got a big-ass spider with a huge vagina stuck on their head. And you expect me to be calm?
Okay, you're right. Now help me out here, alright? Tell me, how do we get them out?
There's 2 ways to get them out of there. The first is getting the generators on so that we get the power back on to open the doors.
Okay. What's the second way? The second way?
I forgot, okay? I'm under pressure here. Give me a fucking break.
First way then.
Remember, no weapons. Here, take this.
A wrench? Why a wrench?
Because I only got 1 crowbar, and I have no intention to give it away.
Well, I got bad memories with crowbars anyways. Mitchell, by the way.
Joe. But everyone calls me Boston Joe.
Alright, Joe. Let's save your friends from spiders with vaginas.
Okay, that was a super bad
Wait a
cutscene.
minute. I thought you said no weapons.
He doesn't look that good, you know.
Really?
I might actually put that on a loop. That's quite funny. Yeah.